It's been so cold this last week or so here where I live, and it brings such gratitude every time I get in that I actually have a home to come into, a home that holds my spirit, where I can take a warm bath, cook myself whatever meal I want to have, or make myself a cup of tea after a chilly walk. I feel like it's so easy to forget what a privilege it is to have all of this. And sometimes life just reminds me not to take the little things in life for granted. It can be easier to sense the presence of the Divine Mother when she appears through her light face in compassion, gentleness, and charity. It can be more challenging to accept and honor her presence through her dark face. Her dark face may be manifesting through death or loss, through tragedy, trauma, or crisis, through confusion, or even through meeting our own inner demons of great fear, attachment, or hate. Her dark face is no less loving than her face of light, no less radiant, though one may have to look through the eye of the heart to see the vivid light that may seem veiled through circumstance. Yeah, that's it. Hello everyone. I am just blown away by how uncomfortable I feel every time I turn the camera on to just sit down and talk like this. It just really feels like, it just really feels like I have an audience in the same room, except I don't. All right. Well, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you for those of you who have decided to follow me on this channel so far. Yeah, before I started this channel, I think I had this like idea that it would be really easy to build a YouTube channel, but after starting it, I realized that it really isn't. It takes a lot of time and effort. So when I started get some followers, I just really felt very grateful. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to the first ones of you that started following this channel. And what I wanted to talk about today is intuition and sensitivity. Yeah, so I was in a situation recently on the tram on my way home from work an evening, and there was this man on the tram. He was sitting in a place, and all of a sudden he just stood up and went to sit in another place, which was next to a young woman. And already there I could just sense that something was off, and then all of a sudden I could see like he was raising his arm like this and to put it around her, and she immediately got angry, which was very good, so he moved away. But then like on the next stop or so, when a new young woman came on the tram, he went down to sit next to her. And yeah, I just had this intuitive sense that this was not good, and he, in the state that he was in, could possibly be dangerous to a woman. And then I started to become a little scared that if I would push the stop button before my station, he would see that and rise up to go off that station. And that's exactly what happened. So as soon as I, put my arm up to press the stop button, he stood up to go off on that station too. And immediately when I saw that, I just my intuition basically told me to stay on the tram and go off the next stop and then walk home from there instead of going off on the same station as he did. So I did that. I listened to my inner compass and my inner guidance and what it was instructing me to do in that situation. And yeah, I often feel like in this life, I often feel like the sensitivity I have is both a blessing and a curse at the same time, because I can really feel into very much, which can be very supportive, but it can also sometimes feel really heavy. But in situations like this, I'm actually really, really grateful that I have it, that I have that kind of inner knowing and can act accordingly. And why I wanted to come on and talk about this is that I think this was kind of an eye-opener for me, that like once again I could see how protective this inner guidance can really be. So I just really wanted to come on and encourage every one of you who has this kind of sensitivity to really honor it and listen to it and let it guide you, because it is your inner compass, it is your guiding system. I think that if I would have walked off that station that he walked off on, I could possibly have been raped. But that didn't happen because I listened to myself. So yeah, that just really brought up a really deep gratitude in me. Like, yeah, just a really deep gratitude that I can sense things like this. It's really, I was just so reminded that this is a gift, and I just wanted to remind you about the same thing, that because I know it can be so heavy sometimes to be that sensitive, but I just wanted to like just pour it out and remind you that it is a gift. In its inner core, it is a gift. So yeah, I think that's it. And I hope that this served as a reminder and as a little bit of inspiration in following your intuition and your inner guidance. Okay, sending love.